if you watch this television show, then you know what a big part of my life my dog, my pit bull, Isabeau, is. I think for any pet owner out there, your pets are a part of your family, and you have to do everything you can to keep them healthy and happy, just like any other member of the family. What to do in case of emergency could be the difference between life and death, not only for your human children, but for your animals as well. So here today to give us life-saving tips is veterinarian and contributing editor to PetHealthNetwork.com. This lovely lady is Dr. Justine Lee. Justine, everybody. Now, I'm a big advocate for animals. My mom has about 16 rescue cats.
That's great.
I have a red-nosed pit bull because I think people are largely ignorant about them. We have a line of pet food, and we're working on cat food too that generates money. I mean, animals to me are as important as humans.
Absolutely.
And I think that all of us that have animals in our home, you have to be honest, you would not know what to do in case of an emergency. I don't. I call my doctor. That's it. That's all I know to do. So thank you for enlightening us today.
No problem. Happy to.
Tell me what the number one... I mean, I would imagine that it's probably cats and dogs eating things they shouldn't eat, but what's the number one emergency for pets? Is it that?
Well, it's actually poisonings. And the reason why is there's so many things in the household that are totally poisonous. What you and I eat in the kitchen, grapes, raisins, sugar-free xylitol gum, totally poisonous to pets. In fact, even if you have a flower bouquet in your house,
you have to really watch it.
Absolutely.
My mom's cats love the flowers.
And that's the problem. 1 or 2 leaves, if it has a lily in it, will kill a cat. So you really want to pet-proof your house.
Wow. Is it true what they say about chocolate? Can chocolate kill an animal?
You know, I would say chocolate's the #1 call that we get called about at an animal poison control. But the problem is that it's dose dependent. Everything in the world is poisonous. It's just how much you ingest.
I got you.
So 1 or 2 chocolate chips, not a big deal at all. But my little hint is the darker and the more bitter the chocolate, the more poisonous it is to your dog. And the main reason why is it
caffeine?
It contains something called theobromine, really similar to caffeine. So it's what tastes good, but unfortunately dogs ingest huge amounts, so it can cause agitation, heart arrhythmias, and even seizures if your dog gets into it. So 1 or 2 chocolate chips, who cares? Not a big
It'll
deal.
be fine. You don't have to go to the emergency.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so when I came to work today, I got really freaked out when I walked onto our stage because it looked like there were 2 dead dogs here.
They're just dummies.
And she was just telling me, getting through TSA with these, not a lot of fun.
A lot of strange looks.
Not a lot of fun. So we have these fake animals here because we're gonna learn CPR for dogs.
That's right. So there's 3 main things that we worry about. A, B, C. Airway, can they breathe?
Yeah.
B.
Is there anything stuck in here obstructing?
Absolutely. So something like a super ball, you were throwing a ball, it got stuck in their airway. B, are they taking a breath? So you want to look for that. And if not, we'll show you how to give mouth to snout breaths. And then the 3rd thing is circulation. Can you feel the heart pumping?
Gotcha.
So the first thing I always recommend is seeing if the airway is clear.
Clear the airway.
Yep. The second thing is mouth to snout, and I'll demonstrate, where you basically close the mouth and you're going to
breathe through the snout.
Absolutely. You're going to put your mouth right on top of the nostrils and breathe for them.
Gotcha.
So just like this.
So puffs?
Puffs. Huge puffs.
Gotcha.
So I usually will do 2 breaths.
2 breaths.
And then I'm going to do compressions on their chest.
So what part of their chest?
Great question. So if it's a dog over 35 pounds, most people don't know this. Their instinct is to do the compressions over the heart. You actually want to do it over the widest part of their chest.
I gotcha.
So right near their belly. And you're going to lock your hands like this and basically compress down on the ribs about 1 to 2 compressions a second. So you're going to do about 100 to 120 compressions a minute.
Because their heart rate is much faster than ours.
Absolutely. So again, always do preventative care. The likelihood we're going to get pets back with CPR, even as a veterinary specialist, is less than 10%.
Wow.
So pick up on the signs first instead of having to.
You won't have to do this, but if you have to, there's
be prepared. Absolutely.
So now we're going to move over to the table here because we have a couple of pet owners and their pets to help us with the next things we're going to be learning about. What's next?
The first dog we're going to bring out is a little mixed breed dog named Grayson. So we could have Grayson come out. Hey, Grayson,
come on out.
And we'll lift Grayson right onto the table.
Hi, Grayson.
Isn't he gorgeous?
You're very great, Grayson. So, what's Grayson going to help us learn?
Grayson is going to show us and demonstrate how to flush out an eye. Now, flushing out an eye is a lot harder than it looks. It usually takes 2 people. And the reason why you have to flush out an eye is because there's so many household chemicals. If your dog accidentally gets it in their eye, you need to be able to flush it out.
Have you ever had to do this, Grayson's mom?
You know, he's had a couple little eye things, so I've put some eye drops in, and he's pretty good about it. I've never had to do a full flush.
And what's your name, Grayson's mom?
Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
Nice to meet you.
So what I was going to do is I'm going to actually hold the head, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to have you flush the eye.
Okay.
And the unique thing about dogs is they have a 3rd eyelid. And so if we're holding...
Wait, what?
They have an extra eyelid.
They have an extra eyelid.
They have an extra eyelid, and so if you look in their eye, you can actually pop up this 3rd eyelid, and that's where plant material or grass seed gets stuck if they're running through the woods, if they get a chemical splash
If
in
Izzy
their
goes
eye.
to the beach, she gets a lot of sand in her eyes, and they look very irritated. Would it be good to wash that out so it doesn't scratch her
Yes. So you want to be able to flush it out. Super easy to do at home.
You did good,
So
baby.
it's perfect when Grayson sits.
That's so good.
And then all we need to do is I can hold the head, I can elevate
Mommy,
the
you
3rd
hold the
eyelid.
butt.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually have you spray right into the eye.
That's flushing the wrong end there, Grayson.
Yep. So we hold the head elevated, and you can just flush right into the eye, and you can flush even more.
Wow,
So
you
just
seem
a
to
big
like that.
stream.
Okay, that's good. I don't want to upset him.
And then that's how you flush out an
baby.
eye.
That's
So
a good baby.
Grayson was a perfect demo
Good
for
job,
that.
Grayson. Yes, good boy.
The second dog that we're going to do a demonstration on
Thank you, Grayson.
is
Thank you,
Judy.
Grayson's mom.
Thank you. So I'll have Judy come out.
Come on out, Judy.
And Judy's a Vizsla. And
Hi, Judy. And what's Judy's mom's name?
Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
Good girl.
Judy, you're a good girl.
So what we're going to demonstrate on Judy is basically how to do a bandage.
Okay.
So I always say, unless something important is hanging out, like the intestines, or there's a lot of bite wounds over the chest cavity, most of the time, just get to a vet. Okay?
Yeah, dogs don't really need bandaging.
Absolutely.
Right?
But sometimes it's life-saving. So what I'm going to show you is how to put a bandage with just something as simple as a T-shirt.
Gotcha.
So we're going to use something like duct tape and a T-shirt. You don't need fancy
Duct tape and a
bandage material.
T-shirt. Tell me what to do, because
Yep.
she's leaving.
So if she was chewing on her incision,
Okay.
and you needed to wrap her belly, you're just going to wrap the T-shirt
Wrap
around
the
her
T-shirt
belly,
around
just
you.
like that.
Yeah, she's digging this. Not.
You can tie it if you need to.
Okay, I got it.
And then
Tape her in there, quick.
ultimately, you can just tape it with duct tape or white tape. And this can be a life-saving bandage, okay?
So if the dog gets injured, say in a fight in the woods or attacked
Yes.
by a wild animal, this is what you do.
Absolutely, just cover up the
Tighter
hole.
the better? Stick
you
it
know,
back in?
Stick it back in, cover it up, and get to a vet right away.
Gotcha.
The only other thing that I would say that you need a bandage for is the foot. So we've all had, you know, when your dog's walking.
When
they walk in a
Izzy
piece of
runs in the
glass.
winter, she can catch it on
Yes.
ice or snow and cuts her pads.
Absolutely. And if you notice that, just put a bandage on.
Yep.
Dogs can sometimes be difficult to bandage. So all you need, you can take off your own
Socks! Why did I not
Yes.
think of this?
So you can literally just lift up the pad.
Oh, it's impossible to get Isabu to stand still long
Yep.
enough to put the bandages on her pads, just like this.
Yes. So you can simply put that on.
A sock and some duct tape.
And then just wrap it with duct tape, and then you have an automatic
I love
bandage.
that. That is awesome.
Perfect.
Okay,
Thank
so guys, we're running a little long, so I want you to know if you go on the web, you can get lots more tips. We're going to film a few more, a bonus round, let's say. And for more information, you can just go online. For what you need to know about your pet's health and behavior, you can visit pethealthnetwork.com. We'll put all the tips from today up on our website as well. And if you don't own your own dog yet, stick around, because we have puppies up for adoption next.